Okay, sounds good, Dennis. Anyway, you guys already have a basic level knowledge of Blox, or have you logged in at all, or what's your skills in regard to
Uh,
getting into Blox,
they
guys?
will need logins. I have a login, but Alan, I've not really looked at blocks at all since digital's now falling solely on my shoulders.
Okay, you might not want to start recording yet. Let me talk through a little bit of that real quick. Okay, what we're going to do is go through the process of logging into Blox and going into the various areas that you're going to need to get to log in to do your advertising management. So I'm going to log out here so you will actually see the screen that you come to. So when you get to the admin.townnews.com website,
And I have that link, or you, Alan, if you just want to email that link as part of the stuff you're going to send us, that'd be great.
Sure will.
Okay.
Here you will enter your email address and your password. Click Login. And when you log in, it's going to have one of your sites as the active site when you log in. You can see the active site that you're logged into in this little menu bar here at the top right. Since you will be involved with a number of websites, then if you're not on the default site that you need to be on, then to get to the one that you would need to be on, you just drop down the active site list, click on the down arrow, or you can type in what your site is that you're looking for, and it will go to that particular site. So if you want to be on the Cecil Daily, you click on that change, and it will change it to the site that you want to be on.
5 primary sites.
So I believe you will have Cecil Daily, Stardom, My Upper Shore,
My Eastern Shore, MD.
My Eastern Shore, and then what, Newark?
Newark Post Online.
Okay. So from the home screen, this is the main dashboard when you log in. The next thing you're going to need to do is go over to the left-hand corner with another drop-down menu, and you will go to Marketplace Banner Ads. And when you log in and go to this menu on the left-hand side, you will not have as many choices as you're seeing here. In fact, I believe that you will have, you will just see Marketplace. The other one you will see is Statistics. So you will go to Banner Ads, and you click on that. And this is the portion where you're going, this is what you're doing in this piece here, is you're going in and you're uploading the ad that you're going to place, and you're going to be setting all of the variables that go along with it. How long does it run, you know, and that sort of thing, and we'll get into that as we dig a little bit further. So if you're going to be placing a new ad, you would go here to the left hand where it says New Ad. Then you would click on that, and it would make a drop-down menu, and at this point you select what type of ad it is. The primary ones that we use are image, HTML, and Flash. The majority of the static ads that come in, which are just graphics, it would just be an image. If it's any kind of script or anything like that, it's going to go to the HTML, and then if it is a Flash ad, then it would be, you know, you would click on that. Are you all familiar with the different ad types?
I think topically I am, and so what this will be already determined based on what you're going to get out of Ad Watch.
It takes you to another link.
Right.
Image is just an image.
Right, and so whatever the ad design team builds is going to be there for you to download and then upload into here. So it'll either be an image or it'll be an HTML or it'll be a Flash. But in a lot of cases, we'll be doing images.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I can see where it would make sense to pass that off if it's an image or if it's a Flash, because those are specific file types. The thing about an HTML is all that it is code. It's script. And I'm just curious how that will be passed through the system.
I don't think Ohio is doing any HTML ads. At least not to my knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, they're only doing Flash and they're doing images.
Okay.
Because I've been trying to get help on building HTML emails.
Okay.
To no avail.
Okay.
So.
Another type that is commonly used is an expandable ad. An expandable ad is typically seen on the home page. Would it help if I show you some examples of these ads?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Please.
As we're going forward here. Okay, so I'm pulling up the Cecil Daily website. You know, most of the ads that I'm seeing here on the home page so far. For example, this is just an image ad. This is just an image ad. This, however, is a little more, this looks to me like this would be an HTML ad.
Yeah, that's a Liquidus product.
Liquidus. Okay,
maybe
so that's
Todd is dealing with that. Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be kind of a different animal right there to get something like that in there. Most of these that I'm seeing in all of these positions, this looks like a Flash ad here. Most ads that you see movement in them to some degree, that's probably a Flash ad. Flash typically equates to animation. So these are Flash ads. And those come across to you, the file format for those is like SWF. So anyway, a couple of different ad sizes on here, which are going to be a part of, you know, when you place an ad into Blox CMS, you have to tell it where it's going to show up. So part of the process of uploading an ad to the system is not only uploading it, but assigning it to a specific position on the website. So, for example, Newark, Chrysler Jeep Dodge, you know, they have obviously bought the custom top right position, you know, on the Cecil Daily website. This is a premium ad position. It costs more money. It's the most visible ad position. You know, and something that you all will need to be familiar with is what are the different positions on the website to assign the ad to when you're assigning it in Blox. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So this position is called custom top right. This position is rail top. This is rail middle. It looks to me like there's been additional positions added into the right rail because right here are 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. So it's like rail top 1, it might be rail top middle, rail middle top, and then rail bottom, and then rail bottom middle. So it looks to me like there's some added positions in here. And that's part of the challenge of understanding, So there's going to be a learning curve for you understanding where the positions are and then what ads need to be assigned into the particular positions. This ad position here is called leaderboard bottom. This is a 728 by 90 ad. These are 300 by 250. These are another ad position right here. This is a 468 by 60. This is called a center middle ad. These are positions that are, I don't know, they must be custom positions. So I don't know what we would be calling those. Okay? Any questions about any of that?
No, that should be apparent when you get to the banner supplement.
Yeah.
Form.
So what you're going to be doing is, again, we'll just say that we're going to be selecting an image ad, and it will create a window, which will be your asset window, basically. And you would click here to upload your image. And let me just grab an image off of one of these real quick. Both of those ads I see now are actually flash ads, by the way. All of these. Bear with me here. I'm trying to grab an ad. I should have had one ready on my machine. So at this point, you need to grab a particular ad that that you want to use. There, I'll use that. You'll upload the ad. That's a pretty large image. And then you will give the ads a name. So whatever your client name is. You'll need to put a link in for where that is going to click on. When someone clicks on it, then it will click to, a particular URL. I like to click on and open a new window so that it opens another browser. It doesn't take them away from your website. And then the next thing you would do is you would click on, under this tab, it says tags, and this is where you add the position that the particular ad is going to show up in. Okay, so you click on add. And usually we make two in selection of the section. There's two commonly used areas unless they tell you otherwise. One is front page. So if you type in front page, it will show you. Wow. It should show you. It's not liking the size of that image. Okay. There we go. So again, we'll go and take a look at the positions that are available on the front page. And as you can see here, Rail Custom 1, Custom 2, those are some of the positions that I was seeing on the home page there that I wasn't sure of. I hadn't seen those before. These are the center ones that are in between content. This is the custom top right. that I was showing you right here. Custom top right. And one way you can kind of tell what, if you're looking at the right position, is it shows you the maximum width of the image or the asset that you're uploading. So we know that that position is 300 by 250. So the custom top right is a 300 by 250. Most of these are 300 by 250. You'll see the center positions are 468. So they're 468 by 60. Most of these others, pardon me, are 300 by 250. Here you see the leaderboard bottom, which is 728 by 90. And then as you scroll further, you see some mobile positions that are available. The mobile are a little bit different from in sizes than the ones that are on the main website. So there's a mobile version of the website, and then there is a web version of the website. So there's 3 parts to the mobile. So this is something you guys are going to have to know on down the road, because we're going to be pushing, I don't know how much mobile specific stuff you're pushing right now, but I know in the coming weeks that this is going to be another thing that's going to create a lot of new traffic for people who are adding ads to the site, and these are things that are for the mobile tablet. So these are going to be positions that you're probably going to be using a little bit more. So as we look through this, I'm going to assign this ad to the custom top right, which is that prime spot there on the top. Click on Assign, and so it'll show up. The custom top right position is only on the home page of each website. The custom top right is not on any of the interior pages. Although it appears to be, it's not. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So this is the custom top right position here. If you click on and go into the news section, there is a top right position, but this is just the rail top. It's not called a custom top. So I point that out because I don't want you to be confused. If you go into Assign, and you'll be using that custom top right and that rail top a lot because that's a premium position. So if you go in and add the custom top right, which is really only available on the front page, but I see a lot of people go in and take and put another way to add a commonly used section is ROS, which is run of site, which means it shows up on every page in the site. So if you assign it to the custom top right, see here I can see that there's 61 ads currently active in the custom top right position. Well, keep in mind, the custom top, what they're thinking is that the custom top right is throughout the site, and it's not. So if you're wanting it to show up in the custom top right position and have the most weight, it needs to be set to the front page for the custom top right. Everything else should be in the rail top 1, which I'm sure they have. Yeah, see, there's 62 ads in that position. So to help you clarify, let me show you that a little bit. So what they're doing is this is the custom top right position. Again, it only shows up on the front page. It's not a ROS. It's not a run of site. So they have 62 ads assigned to this position here, which is they actually have it set to run a site, which means it's looking to run it all over, but it only shows up on the home page. If I were to go in and put one ad, if I were to go here and take and put this one ad, which is what I did, I added it on the front page in the custom top right, it would trump every one of those other ads because it's assigned specifically to the home page. So that all of those other ads would not show up because of that. And I'm throwing a lot of information at you at once, and I realize that, but this will make more sense to you as you get in here and try to, you're going to have to really try to kind of load balance how many ads are in each particular position, okay? But the long and short of it is to go through the process. You come in, you click on New, you pull up the window, you click on Upload, you upload the image, you put the link in that you need the image or the file to link to, and you assign it to the section, okay? Everybody understand that part of it so far?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Another thing that you look at is the start date and the end date. I can't see here. Okay. So start date, whenever it's going to start. If it's starting today, March 1st. End date, if it's going to run through the end of the month, March 31st. You got that, okay? I'm going to save that and see. It's gotten too far up into the browser and I can't get that window back down. I'm going to cancel it and pull it up again. Okay. So if you have specific things, if this, for example, if you tell them that you're going to run the blood drive banner ad, and you're going to get ads that are going to come in, and it's going to say, okay, this banner ad gets 25,000 impressions per month. Okay, this is where you go in and configure that. Under the tags, we assigned it to where the banner is going to go. We click on the other tab, and this is where we tell it how many impressions it's going to deliver of this ad. If it's just going to run from here on out or for that specific time, there's no limitations on the impressions. You don't do anything back here. Okay, so if it's going to be 25,000 impressions, then you would just type in 25,000, 25, too many zeros, 25, there we go. 25,000 impressions per month, okay? And then your total impressions would be 25,000. And the system does a pretty good job of load balancing and trying to make it spread. It would not go and dump all 25,000 impressions out there at the beginning of the month. It tries to load balance the ad across the entire month so that it gets equal coverage. But a lot of things that has to do with that are how many other ads are in that particular position, what is the priority of the other ads, do they need to deliver more impressions than the blood drive ad? So there's things that can it cause the delivery of these to go up or down. So another part of setting up and working with the ads are monitoring it through the reporting to see how they're tracking through the months or throughout the delivery period, so that you can make sure it's tracking properly, so that we will be able to deliver the amount of impressions that we've agreed to. And there's ways to manipulate this. So if you're under delivering or you're over delivering it, you can leave the total limit at 25,000, but you can tell it to only deliver 1,000 impressions per day, up to 25,000. Okay. So do you understand that pretty well? Mm-hmm. And I think you'll get a grasp on it pretty much when when you get in here and start adding and putting these ads in here. There's other ways to set up day parting to where it only runs on certain days or doesn't run on certain days. If you want it to run on Monday through Friday, you can set it to do that and not run on Saturday and Sunday. So there's a number of ways you can set the ad up to be delivered specifically to meet the needs of the client. Okay? And when you upload other types of ads, so when you go to upload an HTML ad, it's looking for different things. So with an HTML ad, you're going to just put in the name of the ad, and then this is where you would just paste the code in that you have for that ad. And I believe that you're probably going to get more of those than you may think, because a lot of people are, especially if it's coming in, say, from a car dealer or something like that, they typically send you that stuff because they have tracking code and stuff like that embedded into that script so that they can better measure their results on their side as well. So, but if it is an HTML ad, you just copy and paste the ad in here, do the same type of thing, add the sections where you want it to show up. Another thing that you may get a request for at some point in time, say for example you have a car dealer that just wants to run in your sports section. So instead of typing front page for them to show up on the front page or typing ROS for them to run throughout the site, you could just type in sports. Okay? Or they may want to run in just high school sports. So you can get that detailed in the delivery. So if you wanted to run in high school sports, you would just select high school sports, and you have the same positions available in high school sports as you do on most of the other pages. The only difference is it's going to be, it's just going to show up in that high school sports section. And you do have some of those that show up that people want very specific sections. Okay. And essentially, that is it in regard to uploading and creating the ad campaigns in the back end of Blox. Again, if you're running on multiple sites, if you have a client that's running on multiple sites, you will have to go in, unfortunately, and do this same process. So if you've got an ad that's running on Cecil Daily, Stardem, and My Upper Chesapeake, then you're going to have to go in and upload this ad in each for each site. And what I mean by that is you will, okay, we just finished creating it for Cecil Daily. Now I would have to go over here, change my site, go to Stardem, and go through the same process on Stardem, uploading the content, uploading the ad in there. Okay. So here's an example of the American Cancer Society for Stardem. It's a flash ad. You can see here that they have the name of the ad. It looks to me like they even include in the title one of your process, I guess that's the ad number or account number or whatever. This shows that it's run of site. Then this is the linked URL that they would be wanting this. When you click on that, it's going to take you to that link there. It runs from February 21st to March 20th, so it's a 30-day campaign. They have it assigned to the Custom Rail 1, Custom 2, and all of these are set up to run of site. And another good way to kind of help yourself through the learning curve is go in and look at some of the other ones like we're doing now and take a look and see how they did it if you get hung up. And in regard to other, they've got 50,000 impressions per month. Doesn't look like they have any other kind of day parting or anything like that. Runs every day. And one of the things that I have been really encouraging, it would certainly help in the reporting on the back end of this, if we would go in and put how much we're charging for this ad. I don't know if that information is going to be available on the insertion order that's coming into you that you're putting up the ad, but if that information is available, it certainly would make a difference since we do charge CPM, put by CPM, what the billing rate is, and then that would track that information in the reporting tools. But I know, generally speaking, across our whole company, we're not really doing that. One of the things that I suggested was, and I've asked the online coordinators before about when they upload these ads, just make a policy that, I'm sorry, I can't upload the ad unless I have a rate attached to it. So, but Dennis, for your benefit, if you can find a way to incorporate that into the process, I think it would be very helpful for you in the reporting, which I'm going to show you here in a second. Okay.
Okay.
Everybody have a good feel for how how to upload the ads?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Very good. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to take a look at is the statistics, the reporting. So if you go into Statistics Analytics, you come to a Reports menu here on the left. You can look at a couple of different formats of the report. You can look at ads by date. This basically shows how many this is just more of a global look at impressions, click-throughs, click-through ratios, things of that nature. Ads by position shows you how many impressions you're delivering. This looks like a 30-day report. Shows you the different positions, how many they delivered, how many click-throughs, what's the click-through ratio. Business report by position, this shows your various clients and, the impressions that they got in the particular positions that they were in. CPM report. You can see this is a breakdown. See, this is where your revenue would show up here. So if you had your ads, in there, so it shows you have 133 ads in there right now, delivering this many impressions with this many click-throughs, but it doesn't show you any money attached to it. So I think that would be very beneficial to you guys to be able to monitor that. So National Ad Report, I don't believe that really has anything to do with anything. So it shows that we're giving out all these free. That's only because everything is tagged free in here. This is probably one of the better reports. It's the monthly forecast. And I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, I know why. Today's the first day of the month, so there's nothing in there. But as you go through the month, it shows you where you are day by day. So tomorrow there will be data in here. But it shows you day by day your current impressions, your projected impressions, if you're going to be able to, your ads so you could come in here and look at this, 7 days down the road and look at your ad ID and see if it's going to make its projected impressions. So if you can go in there, 2 weeks into the campaign, if it's a 30-day campaign, and see, you can monitor the progress of the ad campaigns in this section here, the monthly forecast. Okay? Dennis, this is probably an area that's going to be especially important to you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay? So that's kind of it on the reporting as far as for the advertising. So I would encourage you. I have given you all access to both of these areas in Blox. I would encourage you to go in and just kind of poke around a little bit and get familiar with, the system. Get some ads, upload some stuff, just get comfortable with the process. If you put ads in there, you could upload an ad, you could take a look at the positions. If you save anything and leave it in there, make sure you don't have any positions assigned to it unless it's supposed to be, out on one of the sites or whatever. But I would encourage you to go in and upload some ads and just get familiar with all the fields that you need to put in there and look around and try the different types of ads. And then to assist you again with that, I will send over the documentation that I have and some links to the video training and the documentation resources that Town News provides for that stuff to help you along the way too and use as a reference.
Alan, do you have a chat room that you monitor during the day?
I don't have a chat room, but I have you can just catch me on Jabber. Do you guys use Jabber? The iChat?
Yeah, well, iChat. Well,
okay.
Talk-a-Not or iChat. But
yeah, I'm on iChat. So if you just friend me on iChat, just all you do is I think you add me as a buddy. So if you will just, and my email address is free@amconmedia.com as in no charge.
Yeah, if you don't mind including that, and then we will need to have a few other folks added next week. But this has been terrific. I'm going to stop the recording button right now.